And today I just want to briefly, see, you hear dogs in the background, but I ain't even gonna edit that out because I'm just doing it, okay? What it do? We are back. We are on number 3 of 2022 as we are just doing it in order to cancel, break free, reject all of those anti-words as it relates to perfectionism. Again, this month of January, I am just getting on YouTube, getting on this podcast, getting behind the camera and the microphone and just doing it. Because as I've said, if you listen to the first episode, is that perfectionism has been a burden. And I have reached a point in my life where I'm tired of it being a burden, and I'm tired of having these expectations of myself. Not expectations in general, but the expectations for things to just be perfect. So I am just doing it. I'm getting out there, I'm putting this content out, I'm getting all up in your face, and I'm just doing it. And I want to know, how are you guys doing on this journey? Some people have left me messages. I'm not even gonna lie about like how my words have impacted them. I'm getting a little emotional. And I have witnessed people just doing it. People releasing a blog that they've been holding on. People launching a company that they've been working on, but they just haven't really gone public with it. It just feels good that we're out here and we're just doing it. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I'm here, and today I just want to briefly, see, you hear dogs in the background, but I ain't even gonna edit that out because I'm just doing it, okay? So today I wanted to talk about how sometimes we'll not do things because we have a perception of what it may be or a perception of the outcome. And that kind of keeps us from doing things. So I have a great example. I feel like I always give analogies and examples from my lived experience, but it helps people understand what you mean a little bit more. So how many of you guys have had your legs waxed? Okay. Every time you see legs waxing or leg waxing in films or comedies, anything like that, it always is a very painful experience. So I feel like most of my life I never considered waxing because I was like, oh no, I've seen what that looks like. It hurts. People, you know, the rip and the and granted, I've had waxing in other areas, but it's something about leg waxing that I've just really tried to avoid. And a big part of that is because of what I thought the experience was going to be like, because of what other people have said their experience was, and again, what has been shown. So then I had a friend who had a wax kit, and she's kind of not obsessed with waxing, but she gets excited about doing waxings. So she was like, let me just do it on you. Cause she even said for her how bad it hurts. And I'm like, well, if you said it hurts so bad for you, why in the world would I want to do it for myself? But I'm kind of like a daredevil too at the same time. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll try it. So she did it. She put the wax on, and I'm familiar with the process. Again, I've had waxes, okay? And she puts the wax on, and then when it's time for her to rip it out, I just knew. I was like, oh, this is gonna hurt. Brace myself, right? I'm like getting ready for the pain. And then she did the rip, and I was like, that's it? Like, that's really it? And it didn't hurt at all. So I was like, all these years that I've spent time shaving my legs or using Nair, which stinks, and you know, well, I guess those are only 2 things. Nair, shaving, okay? All these years of doing these hair removal processes, when waxing is like, to me, so much simpler and easier, and you get like good results, but it didn't hurt at all. And I was like, have I really been missing out on this all my life because of this idea that I had in my head of what the experience is gonna be like? So yeah, in that moment, I just realized, like, dang, how many of you guys are out there not experiencing things because of what you think it's going to be like, because of what other people said it was like for them? And if you are, I challenge you to go after that thing, or to do that thing, to try that thing, try that food. You know, somebody said they hated jumping out of a plane, but it's something you would do, jump out of that plane, right? But yeah, just do it, because we're all so different. And I feel like when it comes to food, sometimes we're willing to like try things and taste things. But when it comes to like things that may hurt and other senses, it's like we're hesitant. So I definitely challenge you guys to think about something that you have avoided because you heard negative things about it or saw negative things, right? Again, the media has such a big impact on us and our perceptions on things. So like what we see in movies and commercials and TV and all of that. Think about something like that. And I challenge you this week to do it. Just do it and see. And granted, somebody watching this can be like, hey, I've had my legs waxed and that hurts like crazy, right? But for me, it didn't. And I avoided it because I thought it did. So, moral of the story, try things. Stop wondering what if and go find out. You are your best person to know. Does that make sense? You are your best person to know. I might edit that. No, I'm not gonna edit it because I'm just doing it. But you know, it's like we be trying to have these like wise wisdom and words to say. Wise wisdom, but you get the point. All right, so anyway, that's it. That's all I had to say. Just wanted to drop in, challenge you to do something this week that you have been avoiding because of your perception. And then I want to know what you did. And more than anything, you don't have to tell me what, because some people may want to try some stuff that you don't want to tell me. But I do want to know, if you tried something, did your experience match up to what your perception was? Yes, did your experience match up to the perception? So until next time, make sure that you check me out. Follow me at Michaela Care on all the platforms that exist. If you prefer podcasts and you love podcasts, some of my video episodes will be as podcasts, and you can tune into those on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And it is the Moments in Mercy podcast, the Moments in Mercy podcast with Michaela. But yeah, until next time, see you guys later.